seventh part, we have prime numbers and composite numbers. Let us write all the factors of the numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and 13. The factors of 2 are 1 and 2, the factors of 3 are 1 and 3, the factors of 5 are 1 and 5 and so on. All these numbers have only two factors, which are 1 and the number itself. Such numbers are called prime numbers. Prime numbers are those numbers which have only two factors, 1 and the number itself. इसका यहाँ पे उन्होंने बताया है प्राइम नंबर्स क्या होता है. प्राइम नंबर्स जो वो नंबर्स होता है जिनके फैक्टर्स में बस दो फैक्टर होता है, जो है 1 एंड द नंबर इटसेल्फ. और दूसरे जो है कॉम्पोजिट नंबर्स वो नंबर्स होते हैं जिनमें दे हैव मोर देन टू फैक्टर्स, जैसे 1 द नंबर इटसेल्फ and other numbers. They are called composite numbers. Now note, number 1 is neither a prime number nor a composite number. Write P for prime and C for composite. So 17 is a prime number, 25 is a composite number, 3 is a prime number, 21 is a composite number. It is composite because it has other factors such as 3 and 7. Now 44 is again a composite number. 11 is a prime number because it has no other factors than 1 and 11. 40 is composite because it has other factors such as 4, 2, 10. 23 is prime. 41 again prime. From 1 to 100. A Greek mathematician, Eratosthenes, discovered an easier method of finding out prime numbers. Let us apply the same method to find out all the prime numbers from 1 to 100. ये एक वे है कि हम कौन से सारे prime numbers find कर सकते हैं from 1 to 100 by this method by a Greek mathematician. So what we have to do is write all the numbers from 2 to 100. Because 1 is neither a prime or composite, so then we have to circle first prime number 2 and cross out all the multiples of 2. Then we have to circle the prime number 3 and cross out all the multiples of 3 and so on. So as we do it, so 2 we circle and then we cross out the multiples. Then we do it with 3, 5, 7, 11 and so on until we get all the circled ones which are prime. So let's look at the above table. In the above table, we just have to write all the numbers which are circled, which you can do for homework. So here, these are some extra questions. Tell any number which is divisible by 5 but not divisible by 10. As we had learned in the divisibility test, the numbers which are divisible by 5 have either the digit 5 or 0, and in 10 they have only the digit 0. So we can write 25, which is divisible by 5 but not 10. If 586 is divisible by 5 and 10, what is the 586 plus an unknown digit? What is the digit in the place of this? So it has to be 0 because 0 is the only number which can be divisible by both. So it's 0. Now the fourth one, it will be 0 again because if it has to be divisible by both 4 and 5, then the last two digits should be divisible by 4, and in this there should be either 5 or 0. So 80 is divisible by 4 and it is also divisible by 5. So we'll write 0. Of which of the following numbers by which number is 36 not divisible? So 2 comes in 36, 2 is divisible by 36, 3 is 4, 6, 9, 12, but 15 is not divisible. So that is the number. An activity which you can do from home. Now we'll do mental math. So write 3 multiples of 7 which end with 0. So the first multiple would be 70. Then next would be 140. And the other one can be 210. tick if the number is divisible and cross if the number is not. So 180 is divisible by 2, yes. 180 is it divisible by 3? Yes, because 8 plus 1 is 9. Is it divisible by 4? Yes, because then when we divide, we get the answer as 45. Is it divisible by 5? Yes, and also 10, because both of them, they end with 0. 585 is not divisible by 2 because it's an odd number. Is it divisible by 3? Let's add and see. 8 plus 5 is 13 and 13 plus 5 is 18, which is divisible. So we will take. So we'll put a tick here. Is 585 divisible by 4? No, because 85, the last two digits, are not. So we'll put a cross. Is it divisible by 5? Yes, because it ends with the number 5. Is it divisible by 10? No, because it does not have a 0. So now we need to look at the multiplication grid and write the following numbers. First number we should see is the top corner, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then from 2 to 10. So if we say 3 into 6, so we need to see the 3 line and the 6 line, and when they intersect is the answer, which here is 18, because 6 into 3 is equal to 18. So that's the answer. Now maybe 8 into 6. So let's see. It should be 48. That's the correct answer. So here are some questions which you can solve. Write the numbers 28, 15, 12, 84 and so on in the proper places on the finger. So here we will write the numbers divisible by 2 but not by 3. Here both. Here only 3 and not 2. So let's start with 28. Is it divisible by 2? Yes. Is it divisible by 3? No. So we'll write 28 over here. Now 15. 15 is divisible by 3 but not by 2. Now 12 is divisible by both the numbers. So is 84. And 50 is divisible by 2 only. 36 is divisible by both. So we'll add 36 to the list. Then 18 is divisible by both again. And 33 is only divisible by 3. Now, here are some questions again. Dash is a multiple of 4, 28. So I'll just circle this. 1 less than the smallest 4-digit number is a multiple of 4 or 3. So 1 less than the smallest 4-digit number. The smallest 4-digit number is 1000. So 1 less than the smallest 4-digit number is 999, which is a multiple of 3. So we'll write 3 over here. The greatest divisor of 7 is 7. Thirteen into 4 is 52. So 52 is the 13th multiple. Is the 13th multiple of 52. And 52 is the 4th multiple. Is the 4th multiple of 13. Five is a multiple of 5. And then we need to fill in the blanks. So the smallest prime number is 2. The smallest odd prime number is 3 because 2 is even. Out of 3, 13, 36, 5 and so on, the composite numbers are 36, 9, 12 and 30. There are dash prime numbers from 1 to 100. We can count that by looking at the grid over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25. So there are 25 prime numbers from 1 to 100. Now let's come to the last exercise, which is join the factors of 50 to the circle, which is 1, 5, 2, 10 and 25. With this, we end our 7th chapter, Factors and